Hi Beatle people, welcome back to A Beatleful Life. So today is one of my favorite videos of the year to make. It is Paul McCartney's 83rd birthday today. I always love celebrating Paul's birthday and making these videos, so I'm going to do my usual birthday format here, which is going through some Paul highlights from the past year, so his previous birthday to now, and then we're going to decorate some cupcakes at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have my list of highlights here. Sorry about the slightly odd lighting here. I had to use a lamp because it's very rainy and dreary outside right now. Not good weather for Paul's birthday. So one of the first highlights is back in August of last year, I actually celebrated 15 years since my very first Paul concert. And I did a special video at that time looking back at all those memories since that very first show on August 1st, 2009. I've since been to 9 Paul shows. And it's always the greatest night of my life every time, the best experience and the happiest night I could ask for. And I, of course, hope that I could see him again if he tours again. There's some rumors right now of a possible fall tour, but they're just rumors right now, but we'll see. Then in September of last year, we got to enjoy One Hand Clapping, the Wings movie in theaters. And that was fun to go see. And it came at a very good time, actually, because it was just a few days after the Ringo show I was supposed to go to that month got canceled, so it lifted my mood after that disappointing time. But it was very fun to see that, and I really enjoyed the whole thing, all the songs and the backyard performance at the end, and it was really good to just enjoy that in a theater with other fans. And I really enjoyed the intro to that from present day Paul as well, talking a little bit about it. So that was nice to see. It definitely made me smile, especially after the concert cancellation. So it was a great way to end the week. I think I saw it on a Saturday. Then in October of last year, the Got Back tour began for 2024. And during that first show, Paul did the live debut of Now and Then. And there's a special video of that on his YouTube channel. You could see not only him performing, but the reactions of the fans and all the emotion on their faces. Some people are crying, and that must have been such a special moment, especially to be the first to witness that song performed live. And I hope if Paul tours again, he will keep that on his set list. I'm sure he will, because it's so special and it has such a great reaction as well. Then later on in December, when the Got Back tour wrapped up, of course, Ringo came out as a surprise guest at that final show, and I'm always so envious of the people in the audience who are there when that happens. I can't imagine what my reaction would be, because you heard me just a few days ago in my Ringo video talk about how incredible that concert was. I can't imagine my reaction if Paul were to suddenly walk out. And it's always so great to see them together, of course, and there were some special kind of behind the scenes little videos posted to Paul's, I think, Instagram story by Mary McCartney, who filmed them. So jumping ahead a little bit to February of this year, we definitely started that month on a good note with Now and Then winning the Grammy Award for Best Rock Performance. I recorded, as I was watching it live on TV, or actually on my iPad, I recorded a little bit of the acceptance speech from Sean Lennon, and he said the memorable quote that the world can't afford to forget about people like the Beatles. And it was a very, very special moment for all of us, of course, that the song is not only that the song is getting the recognition it deserves, but that the Beatles are winning Grammys in the year 2025. Then February was overall a busy month for Paul, because later on in that month he had those 3 shows at the Bowery Ballroom in New York City. Those tickets were only available in person, so someone like me who's about 2 hours away, there was no chance, of course. I'm sure they went super fast. I can't imagine people who live in New York City finding out about it and racing as fast as they can to try to get a ticket. And I love seeing the pictures that were taken, the professional photos from Paul's photographer, because a lot of people in the audience seemed to be young like myself, and it was really cool to see on their faces just their pure joy and happiness to be there. And then those performances led up, of course, to Paul's performance on the SNL 50th anniversary special. And I think that full performance is still available on the SNL YouTube channel, but he did Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight in the end. I had a fun time watching that on my TV. I was standing right in front of the TV and I was singing and dancing as if I was there, so that was fun. Then also in February was the announcement of Paul's new book about Wings that is coming out in November. So I will obviously be picking that up, and I'll do a video on that when that time comes. I'm looking forward to reading that. So moving ahead to April, Paul had a new photo exhibit open up at a gallery in Beverly Hills. And I believe it's a separate exhibit altogether from the Eyes of the Storm traveling exhibit. So there is a special video on that gallery's YouTube channel of Paul talking about the photos and about the exhibit, if you want to see that. So someone like me who lives all the way on the other side of the country, I can't visit that particular exhibit, but I did go to see the Eyes of the Storm exhibit right around Paul's birthday last year when the exhibit was at the Brooklyn Museum, and that was really fun. I have a vlog of that on my channel if you'd like to check that out if you haven't done so. Then in May of this year, Paul and Barbra Streisand released their duet of My Valentine together, and that's always a song I've enjoyed to begin with, and I think they did a really nice job with that kind of new version of it. I thought their voices sounded really good together, and Barbra Streisand, I don't know many songs by her, but I do like this old video of her singing with Judy Garland actually, but that was kind of only my only exposure to her prior, but I thought she sounded really good. I really liked the song and the video. And then lastly, in June of this year, June 7th, so just a little bit ago, Paul was a surprise guest at Bruce Springsteen's concert in Liverpool. And that is, of course, there's lots of videos on YouTube that people posted of that. You could watch the whole thing. I loved seeing the crowd's reaction when he came out, and they performed Can't Buy Me Love in Kansas City, and that was really great to watch. I love the crowd's reaction. I like videos of concerts in general when surprise guests come out because the crowd like explodes. It's really cool to see. But I love seeing Paul performing in that video, and he looked very happy to be there. So you will see actually on his cupcakes that I'm going to be decorating, the photo that I chose this year is from that performance, because I always try to do a recent photo. And I think later on tonight, I'm actually going to watch my Good Evening New York City concert film that I have. That's always a fun way I like to celebrate as well. And I like to dance around as if I'm actually there. All right, so that concludes the Paul highlights portion of this video. So we're going to move on now and decorate our cupcakes. By the way, I have my Paul shirt on today. You can see I wore this nice pink one. I just recently bought this, and my I Love Paul pin. And I don't know if you could tell, but I have some cupcake earrings on for his birthday. All right, it is cupcake time. All right, so I have everything set up and ready to go here. I made these decorations. I put in a little montage of me making these because I realized typically I just show them when they're already completed, so I hope you like that. And I have the cupcakes here. I will use 3 today and then freeze the other 3 for Ringo's birthday pretty soon. Then I have this happy birthday decoration. This actually is a candle itself, but it's almost like the wick or whatever is almost gone, so I'm just going to use it as a regular decoration. And then I have this candle here. Then of course my yellow submarine Paul plate that I use every year. And on this decoration, these little letters here, I use the leftover letters from when I was making Ringo's cowboy hat. All right, so let's go ahead and put this together. All right, Beatle people, so that is going to do it for today's birthday video for Paul. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and of course I want to wish a very happy 83rd birthday to Paul. I hope you're having a great day if somehow you see this video. So everyone, thank you very much for watching, and have a beautiful day as always, and happy birthday, Paul!